Hello everyone, today we are going to learn about three types of interfaces in Java, which are normal interface, functional interface, and marker interface. Let's quickly overview of three ones. Type 1 is a normal interface. A normal interface contains two or more abstract methods. Or more abstract methods. This is the type of interface we have been working with throughout this series. And type 2 is marker interface. A marker interface is completely empty. It has no methods, no fields, and no constants. It is used to mark a class, telling the JVM to treat that class in a special way. And the type 3 is functional interface. And a functional interface has exactly one abstract method. It is also called as a sum interface, which means single abstract method. This is what we are going to focus on for the rest of this video. So, as we say, the functional interface is an interface with exactly one abstract method, and that method is called the functional method, and it defines the behavior that will be implemented. Java provides a special annotation for functional interfaces, which is functional interface annotation. This annotation is optional but strongly recommended because when you or we add this annotation to an interface, you are telling the compiler this interface must have exactly one abstract method. If you accidentally add a second abstract method, the compiler immediately gives you an error. This is exactly the same idea as override. So it catches mistakes at compile time before they become bigger problems. So let's see in action. We have already an interface named A. Let's declare a method, void show. Everything works well. Now let's write another method, for example run. While I want to be a functional interface, but I do have two methods here. So there is not any error, and with the functional interface annotation, I can accidentally add this method. And Java would not complain turning my functional interface into a normal interface, right? But at the time I write or add this annotation, functional interface, Java gives me an error, complaining that you were supposed to make it a functional interface, but now you have two methods. So now I come in the second one and everything is fine now. There are two ways to implement a functional interface, and in our next video we will see a third approach one as well, using lambda expression. So now let's talk about way one. We need a regular class. So let's go back to class B and implement interface A, and now let's override our method by right clicking on the screen, going to source and going to override implement method and checking the show method. Okay, everything works well. Now let's print something too. So I want to print, for example, hello from class B. Let's create an object, a obj equal new class B semicolon. Now let's call our method. Let me run the program. Hello from class B, and everything works. So now let's go for another approach. by using anonymous inner class, and you already know how to use an anonymous inner class, right? So first, let me change this one to a reference, remove or bring the semicolon here, and now let me add a curly brace here and close it in here, and copy this one and bring it in here. And now we can see everything works fine. Maybe we can change the name of our object too. So obj1, and everything is fine now. However, we can also bring the semicolon in here to make our code more readable. So now we can use our object and call our method show, and now let's run the program. By the way, let me change this one. Hello from anonymous inner class. Now let's run the program. Everything works very well. Hello from anonymous inner class. Both approaches work perfectly fine, and both implement the single abstract method show of our functional interface A. And that is types of interfaces in Java. If you enjoy watching this video, make sure to like and subscribe the channel so you never miss a video. See you in the next one.